Hi guys, in this video I'll show you CBO retargeting strategies with Facebook ads. So in one of the previous videos I showed you like how to do it like for cold acquisition, basically how to do all of your like strategies and how to align your ads, how to structure your ads for cold acquisition. Now I'll show you how to do it for retargeting. So this is based on millions of dollars in spend, not all of them for for CBOs. We still use a lot of like ad set targeting, but I'll show you some of the examples of how CBO actually worked out for specifically for retargeting. I'll show you examples. I'll show you basically how you can structure it for yourself to get unbelievable results with your Facebook ad campaigns. What I recommend is 3-5 ad sets in CBO as a starting point. Budget is $100, also is a good starting point, and I would recommend keep it under 8 ad sets for better distribution. Now, I'll show you basically the setup that you can use here. So for example here, as you can see, these are variations of lookalike audiences, but also it can be like variations of just audiences that you can retarget, right? So for example, people who have purchased, right? You can retarget those people who've added to cart. You can see different combinations of audiences, right? There are so many different combinations just in this list. You have like 56 different combinations of lookalike audiences that you can create, which is a lot of different audiences to test, right? So what I would recommend, just like establish some benchmark, and you can use the setup that I outlined in this video. I will show you exactly how it looks and basically how to utilize it. So so you can utilize these kind of like audiences for this specific setup. And what is the setup that I want to show you? And it's very simple structure that you can set up. So in this case, it's 30 days website, 30 days basically audiences, right? And it could be 14 days. So people, for example, like in this scenario, we have 5 ad sets. So for simplest like setup, you can have like 30 day like website visitors. Second ad set, you have like 30 days add to cart. Third ad set, you have like 30 days engaged with a page. Fourth ad set, you have like 30 days 95% video viewers. Then fifth ad set, you have like 30 days initiate checkout, right? And so here's basically how it looks in terms of the performance, right? So this is this simple structure. As you can see, 5 ad sets basically, right? And the performance is quite decent. It has like 10x ROAS, right? Obviously not everything will give you that kind of like ROAS. And the good thing is, like as you can see, like frequency is only like 1.4, 2.4, like, so this is not quite exhausted. So we have actually duplicated it to a higher budget CBO. And that's where kind of like the frequency was higher and everything was higher. But you can see here, even here, like with this frequency, the return on ad spend was pretty good. So we invested $1,228 into advertising, $12,375 back in sales. And so this is the setup, right, that you can utilize for this particular retargeting strategy. So basically 5 different ad sets. One is 30-day website visitors. Second, 30 days add to carts. Third is 30 days engage with a page. Another one is 95% video viewers, and another one initiate checkout, right? And basically you have 5 of these. Then you just kill losing ad sets inside of CBO, and for that you can use like 1 day, 3 days, 7 day conversion window, or just depending on your break-even KPI. So for example, if you know that you should get a sale like up to like $20, right? Then you just give it like $20. It's obviously like retargeting, and these people are more likely to purchase, but some audiences, some ad sets, they're just like hitting the wrong segment of that particular audience. So you won't just kill them, right? And so that's what you need to do, right? You need to kill those like losing ad sets, and I would recommend give them like your break-even KPI to spend. And after that, okay, so if they're not performing, then you just kill them, right? And then based on frequency, you might add like extra like 30 like to 50% of the budget to CBO. Like in this case, we've decided to basically just duplicate it. but it can happen after 3 days of consistent performance, right? So for example, if it's performing well for 1 day, if it's performing well for another day, if it's performing well for a third day, then basically you can either like duplicate it with 2x the budget or just increase the budget. So here we've had like a good opportunity. We just decided to duplicate with higher budget, and it worked out. So this is for you guys. So you can just like check it out, like how it can be structured, how it can be the retargeting, how it can be structured, so you can utilize these audiences for basically testing. So you can see there are also like people who have spent time on your website. So one of the custom audiences you can do, it's kind of like more advanced, but you can set up an audience of people who've spent time. For example, people who've spent like the most time on your website, like 10%, like top 10% of people who've spent time on your website in the last like 30 days, right? That would be like good audience for this like CBO. And again, just kill losing ad sets, like optimize and leave the ones that are the most profitable running. So this is it, guys. This is very simple retargeting strategy you can use. And then after that, you can basically adjust, right? You can either test like different variations of these audiences that I show you here, guys, or you can just like increase budgets on the ones that's performing well if frequency allows you to do that. So basically that's what you can do. That's how you can structure CBO retargeting for your Facebook ads, and that's how you can get great return on ad spend. So this is it, guys. If you have any questions, please put them in comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel for all of the future like updates, strategies, and all of the best stuff so I can share it with you guys.